Good morning and welcome back to the Laconia Motorcycle Rally. This is what the day looks like. Rain, rain, rain. But that's okay because since we trailered our toy hauler here, we have the truck. And in today's video, we're doing something that I've never done before. It's been on my bucket list for years. But first, we need to go check out a really cool custom motorcycle shop and get some coffee. So we just checked out Madhouse Motors for the very first time. Literally could have spent all day in there. Coffee is delicious. This is my second one. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start seeing sounds here soon because it's strong. Hey baby, there's a Wrangler for sale. Oh, you like that one? Can we buy it?
I want it. I need a Wrangler.
That's pretty cute actually. So we're probably gonna run into some wicked traffic heading up to Salem. So let's hit the road and go check out Salem, Massachusetts. Well, officially leaving Boston, and this is like cities. Not my jam, dude. It's just way too people-y here. The amount of traffic is insane. Was it worth it going all the way out here, two and a half hours away? Yeah, absolutely. That was an amazing motorcycle shop, seeing the stuff that Jay gets to create and the little like family that she's built. Very, very much worth it. So if you guys are interested in Madhouse Motors or who Jay Shia is, I'll have her information linked down below. But coffee was excellent. The shop was very inspiring, very entertaining, and worth every little bit of frustrating traffic and city drivers. Thank God we're not on the motorcycles.
And we're not towing.
And we're not towing. There's no way, dude. There's no way we could tow in here. On to Salem. So we ended up heading over to Salem, Massachusetts. I have been wanting to come here for so many years. And we just took a tour of the witch's house, which is basically the house where the judge for all of the witch trials lived. And unfortunately, I couldn't really video in there, but I got some videos for you guys. So it was just so interesting to see like what actually started the witch trials and how painfully obvious it is with modern day medicine and modern day culture that the small thing that started the entire witch trial, which resulted in over 19 executions and 25 deaths, were the simplest of things that we would look at now any day and be like, oh, just that's how the world is right now. So we are walking around and enjoying this beautiful historic area. I've been dying to get here. So while visiting the Laconia Motorcycle Rally, we decided a 2-hour detour down to Salem on a rainy day isn't such a bad idea. So I think we're on the hunt to get some good merchandise. Jordan just bought a t-shirt and we want to find some good lobster rolls. Hunt continues. So we were looking for a place to get lunch with the best lobster rolls, and this place called Village Tavern in Salem had great reviews. So of course, coming here for lunch, we're just a few short 45 minutes away from Boston. Had to get a Boston lager. Jordan also got the summer Boston, Sam Adams, not Boston. Wow, that is like super flavorful. Almost like really citrusy, like a shandy. Check out this menu. Well, yet another letdown. Do your research when you go to a very popular city on a random Tuesday morning, because that restaurant came highly recommended. They were out of lobster, so no lobster rolls. $33 for 3 beers and a clam chowder. So we're going somewhere else.
Traditional or Connecticut style?
Alright, so this was the original place that we actually wanted to go grab lunch, but they didn't open until noon, and we were hungry at like 11 a.m. So this is called the Lobster Shanty, Lousy Food Offerings. It's on Artist Row. The alley right behind me in Salem is called Artist Row. Being an artist, it was really wonderful to walk through and see all of the paintings and murals and sidewalk art, but they do have lobster rolls here, and they have beer, and it's a dive bar. This is like way more my speed. What do you think? Jordan's just happy to be included, you guys. It's been a long couple years without having my old man be able to travel with me, so. Okay, so at the last restaurant, of course, I had a Sam Adams Boston lager, and even though we're not in Boston, I still had to get the Sam Adams, but at this restaurant, I have the Notch Salem lager. It's a lot lighter, actually. Let's try it. That's really light. I like that. What do you think? Beer. Cheers. So, eating a lobster roll, you kind of have to stab it with a fork a little bit. Clear the top out and take a bite. It's really flavorful. Oh, that is good. I remember my first lobster roll. Well,
tomorrow.
Good morning and welcome back to our campsite. This campground that we've been staying in has been amazing. Super quiet, super courteous, full hookup. Everyone rides, and it's been amazing. Unfortunately, it is time to take the beautiful R18 back to its owner, and I don't know if you guys saw this. Literally says demo. We're on a demo bike. But so the thing that I was telling you guys about earlier, my Dyna neck bearings took a crap on me, so I didn't want to ride them on these beautiful twisty roads. So we do have the Himalayan. I haven't ridden it while we've been here, and we have Jordan's Sportster. The reason I brought the Himalayan is honestly just for a backup in case something happened with my loaner bike, and 2, this was kind of our very first test run of fully loading the motorcycles in the back of the camper, because here in just a month we're going to be trailering all the way out to Milwaukee and then to Sturgis. So let's hop on the bike and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that. But today's events are going to be rad.
There is just something, I was telling Jordan this yesterday, there's something about motorcycle rallies where sometimes it can feel a little bit overwhelming. There's so much going on. You're trying to cram everything you want to do in like 3 or 4 days. And it always feels like you missed out on something. And you end up doing the same things over and over again because it's familiar and it's easy. That's exactly how this rally has felt to me. I feel like I genuinely didn't get to experience more than half of it with the short amount of time that we've been here. And unfortunately, it rained all day yesterday. So that's why we took a trip down to Salem and Boston, just because we've never been in this area before. And I don't know if we're going to ever get back out to this area, at least not in the near future. So, of course, we took the opportunity. We had the truck, took the 2.5-hour drive down to Boston and Salem, and it was totally worth it. I had the time of my life. You don't always need motorcycles to enjoy a rally. A rally is just an excuse to get people out into a location. And the fact that motorcycles are involved is the cherry on top of the cake. With all of that, you know, sometimes you can be stressed out and overwhelmed. And as soon as I hop back on a motorcycle, I feel great. I'm like, whatever, dude, I don't care what happens. Let's just go ride somewhere. That's genuinely how I feel. Sometimes I'm like, oh no, this place closes at this time. It's going to take this much time to get there. We need to leave now. Let's go. And then as soon as I hop on the motorcycle, I'm like, it is what it is, man. If we don't make it, we don't make it. But at least we had a nice ride. There's just something so much about that serotonin or that dopamine hit that it gives you to start up your motorcycle. So huge shout out to BMW for allowing me to borrow this bike for the few days that I've had it. Honestly, I was very, very disappointed. So here's why I'm on a BMW right now and not my own motorcycle. So I've mentioned it in quite a few videos before. Jordan and I, that's my truck in front of us, we drive a half-ton truck. It's a Chevy Silverado 1500. We bought the truck knowing damn well that we wanted to tow, and we genuinely didn't understand tow capabilities when we bought this truck in 2021. We thought, oh, it can tow 11,000 pounds. That's great. We don't need a big 2,500 or a one-ton truck. Like, we don't need that. We just want something smaller. And little did we know, hindsight's a bitch. And so we found out the hard way that, no, man, you technically can tow 11,000 pounds, but you're gonna blow the motor or screw the transmission or really, really damage your nice $30,000 truck that you just bought. So it was a very hard lesson for us to learn. And so when we started shopping for toy haulers over regular trailers, because we always knew that we were going to trailer our motorcycles, okay? Like, sometimes you just don't have the time to ride the bike, either inclement weather, time off of work, all that jazz. And we knew that we were going to probably trailer motorcycles one day. So it really came down to, all right, are we going to do the trailer life or are we going to do the toy hauler life? Because the toy hauler is kind of the best of both worlds. You get your living quarters with you and your motorcycles. And obviously that's what we ended up with. So picking the toy hauler that we picked was really difficult for us to do. We had to shop and shop and shop until we found the right one. And the No Boundaries that we ended up buying really was the right one for our purposes because of our capabilities. So anyway, that was a very long-winded way of saying that, we chose to do this. I don't plan on ever really trailering my big bagger. First of all, it only fits one bagger, so the toy hauler isn't very large. And I don't plan on trailering the bagger because the bagger is meant for riding. That's the whole reason I bought a touring bike, was to ride it. That doesn't mean I don't want to be able to trailer other motorcycles and enjoy other bikes on my trips. So I planned on 100% bringing my Harley-Davidson Dyna. Like, the Dyna is still such a great bike. Oh my God, that was a huge hole. The Dyna is such a great bike, and so in my recent videos, you can check some of those out, recently published on my channel, but I kept taking my Dyna out and trying to get reacclimated to it. So I was like, all right, it's been a while, old girl. You're still loud and shaky and uncomfortable compared to my Road Glide, but that doesn't mean you have to just sit at home and be sad. So I started taking her out, riding her around, taking her on some more twisty roads, and I'm just like, something feels off, man. It rides like crap. It corners like crap. What is going on? And evidently we found out that the neck bearings are bad. And I was like, dude, I'm not taking a bike with bad neck bearings out to Laconia, where some of these beautiful twisty mountain roads, and feel like I'm constantly getting stuck in a notch in the road. So I was like doing everything that I could, trying to see if a dealership could help me out, fix them before we left. And we literally discovered this like two days. Yeah, it was 2 days before we were supposed to hit the road, and it just didn't happen. So I was like, damn it, what am I gonna do? None of our other bikes fit with Jordan's Sportster because my Road Glide is too big and my BMW is too big. So I was like, damn it, maybe we should just take the Himalayan. And I'm actually really sad I didn't get to ride the Himalayan while we've been here. But like I said, the weather has really screwed the pooch for some good riding days. And lo and behold, I was like, you know what? I know BMW is going to be having demo rides. Maybe they'll let me borrow an R18. And it's so funny because when I very first started riding this motorcycle, I would have never considered this bike like a canyon carver type of bike or a twisty mountain road type of bike. But when I rode this exact motorcycle, not the red, but this exact motorcycle in Costa Rica, that completely changed my mind. This bike can carve all the corners just like anyone else. You're going to scrape some peg doing it, but You'd rather scrape peg first than your damn jug down there. So it's I was very, very happy when I reached out to BMW and I was like, hey guys, I don't know if you have any extra bikes, but I would really love to have a faster, more powerful motorcycle to enjoy the Laconia Motorcycle Rally. And luckily they had this beautiful red R18. This is just like the base model. It's been amazing, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been getting some serious looks on this bike. First of all, the red is hot, man. This is such a hot color. I've been dying to ride this bike. And the engine, how can you just ride past and people not gawk at the motor? So it has been super fun just to see people checking it out and being, you know, like that instant, whoa, what is that, you know? So it's been amazing. It's also been super chilly here in Laconia, New Hampshire. So having the heated grips and the cruise control on this bike are just, man, I'm so spoiled. So yeah, cruise control, baby. It's been wonderful. So I've genuinely been having a really great time, regardless of whether or not it's my motorcycle or another motorcycle. Like, you can't go to a motorcycle rally and at least not ride. So the fact that I got this bike, we got to ride up to Mount Washington. The one thing I haven't been able to do, and I'm so sad, I think it's the Kankamungus Highway. I don't think we're gonna have time to do that. So I'm super, super bummed about that. But it's the one thing that is coming, and I know this is, I'm really talking fast because I got a lot of information to tell you guys in this video. We are going to the Harley-Davidson 120th anniversary party this July. I will see you guys there. Right after that, we are continuing over into South Dakota. So we will be on the road for over a month. I'm going to have multiple motorcycles with me. Jordan is going to be towing his Sportster and the Himalayan in the toy hauler. And I'm going to be on Appa riding separate. So Jordan's going to be toy hauling our house and the cat, and I'm going to be riding. So I don't know how I got so lucky with a man like him, but I get to ride my motorcycle halfway across the country, and he gets to haul the cat in our living quarters. And he gets to bring his bike too. His bike isn't really built for cruising the country, so it's not like he's losing. He literally has to carry my baggage. We will be in Sturgis, South Dakota for almost a month. We're going to get there for the Get On ADV Fest, which is happening and being hosted by Revzilla and the Sturgis Buffalo Chip. So we will be out at the Buffalo Chip for the ADV Fest, and we're going to be staying all the way up until the start of the rally. So we have plenty of time to get out and ride and explore the Black Hills and just really take it all in before it becomes crowded with over 500,000 motorcyclists. So even though I didn't get to ride some of the most beautiful roads around here in New Hampshire, I'm still stoked for the amazing roads that I know are coming up on our way out to Sturgis. So let's go ahead, drop off this motorcycle, and head over to the next destination. I'm super excited about this one. This is the main reason we stayed this long in Laconia. And there's the Speedway. So the Speedway is where they're hosting all of the demo rides. I believe the dealerships you have are Harley-Davidson, BMW, Indian, and CF Moto, I believe is how you say it. I have no idea where to go. Where did the demo rides go? Oh, there's a big puppy in the truck. I'm sure there were signs and I just totally missed them. I guess I'm gonna go this way. Well, we're just taking the scenic route. Hey everybody. Hi there. Sorry, I lost my way. There we go. Doink. Alrighty, dropping her off.
All right, well, if you guys are in the Laconia area ever, you have got to check out Randy's Pit Stop behind me. Super quaint little diner. Two guys run the shop. They're only open like 5 days a week. Genuinely some of the best damn food I've ever had. Jordan had an amazing steak and egg breakfast, and I had this wicked burger. Holy crap. So yeah, if you guys ever stop in, Randy's Pit Stop Bar. Great food. Officially made it to the Gunstock Hill Climb. I don't know if you guys can tell. Man, the camera does not do it justice. That is steep.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's fast. Yeah. 7785, 7785. Looking good. Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right. There you go. Let's go over. Yeah, 9247. Yes! Let's go! 9179, great job!
All right, well, sun has been actually a little brutal today. I'm feeling it. So we're gonna head out a little early to head back to camp, pack up camp. But dude, the coolest thing about this hill climb, not only was it my very first time at the hill climb, they let you BYOB. So I have a cooler, and I don't even think I caught the tiniest buzz today because it was so hot. I was sweating so bad. About to get run over by a golf cart. All right, so we left the hill climb and we finally made it to an Irish pub that we have literally been trying to get to for like 3 days in a row now. So this place is called Kathleen's Irish Pub. It's in the Bristol area of where we're staying. We haven't even got our food yet, but I'm absolutely obsessed with the look of this place. Take your time. But I know he's gonna want more. He thinks he's gonna rebuy every tool he has. And he told me to have a good night. And said, Jess, if things go sour when he gets home, he's gonna try. Sorry.
Has some thick cheese.
These are legitimately the best cheese curds I have ever had. And we just spent some time in Milwaukee, man. Holy moly. Oh god, oh my god.
Just the app.
Chips are good.
All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap on our very first time to Laconia Motorcycle Rally. Jordan's packing up the camper. We're about to hitch up and hit the road. We have a very long 799 miles to go today. It doesn't seem that long, but when you're trailering through a bunch of twisty, windy mountains up here in New England, it takes a long time. So it's going to take us close to 14 hours to get home today. So I'll check back in when we get home. See, we made it home. She just wants to find the light. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's really dark. Hold on. That was an incredibly long day. It ended up taking us about 15 and a half hours to get home. It was really difficult finding gas stations in New Hampshire and Vermont, and it was just, getting out of those mountains literally took us like over 5 hours. So all in all, I wish I would have stayed. Nobody told me until after I left that the Laconia Motorcycle Rally really doesn't ramp up until the second weekend. That's like way different from any other rally I've ever been to. Usually it's opening weekend gets like wild and crazy and fun. So I feel like I didn't even get to experience the actual rally, and honestly, I'm okay with that because I did it. This was a trip for me. This was a trip for my husband. I wasn't working this event. Yes, I made videos, but I make videos about everything, so that's not really a working thing. It taught us so much about what to expect, what to look forward to with our living situation on the road. And if you guys don't know, the whole reason I ended up buying the toy hauler is I hope to be able to snowbird. So the Ohio winters have very much taken their toll on me the past couple years. And after living in Florida for an entire month last January, I told my husband, I was like, we have to do something. There's no way I can exist in Ohio another winter. So we got the toy hauler, and this was our very first real trip with it. So if you guys have any tips or tricks with how you haul or how you camp, it is a very tight living quarters for us, as I explained in this video, but we really did just learn so much. The cat did amazing. She had a great time, and it just really, like, I'm beyond blessed to be able to take my family with me when I work on the road now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. I know over 50% of you watching this video now are not subscribed, and it would be really awesome if you could just hit that little button. It's free. It's like one of the only things free that's left on YouTube. Here soon they might start charging for that too. So until my next one, thank you guys so much for watching this one. You be good, and I'll see you later.